Member for Vancouver Fairview.
Honourable Speaker, Okanagan residents are subject to a whopping 125 water system safety advisories. In Spallumcheen, locals are legitimately concerned about the safety of their drinking water, and they want a public health order to stop provincially approved liquid manure spraying above their water source. Yet this government won't even provide the local waterworks district with the test results and documents the Environment Ministry relied upon in its decision to allow manure spraying above the aquifer. Can the Minister of Environment tell Spallumcheen residents and others why she believes they shouldn't have the information they need to ensure that their drinking water is safe and protected?
Minister of Health.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. And safe drinking water is obviously something that we in the Ministry of Health and in all health authorities are concerned about. Interior Health is working closely with the Ministry of Environment and the Ministry of Health to ensure safe drinking water for the residents of Spallumcheen. The reality is, Honourable Speaker, that the nitrate levels are slightly elevated above normal. In the short term, that's not a problem. Over the long term, Honourable Speaker, we know that's a concern, which is why the ministries are working together to try to pinpoint the source. There are 4 different agricultural operations that could be impacting that aquifer. It's important to understand exactly where the problem is, Honourable Speaker. The members opposite would like us to shut down an agricultural operation without the proper evidence to take that kind of action. We are continuing to do the hard work necessary to ensure we're making evidence-based decisions on this file, Honourable Speaker.
Member for Vancouver Fairview on a supplemental.
Honourable Speaker, this question is about evidence and information and the provincial government's duty under legislation to provide that information to the local waterworks district. In 2013, following the collapse of the Testa-Linden Dam near Oliver, the Freedom of Information Commissioner said that this government failed in its duty to warn the public of a risk of significant harm. She said that the duty to warn about risks to public health and safety was mandatory, not discretionary. Yet barely 2 years later, this government continues to conceal information as basic to public health as water test results. Honourable Speaker, why does the Environment Minister continue to dismiss her duty to let British Columbians know and see proof and evidence that their drinking water is safe and not contaminated?
Minister of Health.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I think what's really important is to know that the ministries involved are working together. In fact, just recently, the Minister of Agriculture, Minister of Environment, and myself sat down to talk about this to ensure that all of our officials are working together to ensure that we're keeping the water serving the Spallumcheen area safe to drink. And, Honourable Speaker, that work is ongoing. The testing is being done. The ministries are working together to ensure that the water is safe, and we will do the hard work necessary to make decisions based on that evidence. And, Honourable Speaker, action will be taken if we can define exactly where the nitrates are coming from, and we will address it once we get that information.